a live stream. And remember last summer I was doing these donations for one of my friends was having, she had an issue and we were raising money for her. Well, another situation has come up. This is a health crisis. I don't know all the details, but I know that her insurance only covers some things. You know how insurance is. Anyway, it's kind of a big deal, the stuff that's going on with her, and the doctors don't really know all the, like, they don't know much yet. Anyway, so just for tonight only, I'm going to ask for $5 super chats so that I can make the donations to her. And then tomorrow night, tomorrow they'll go back down to $1.99. But I'm trying to raise money to help her out a little bit, and you know how it is. Anyway, I'd like to try to help if I can. And as soon as I find it on here, we'll get started. And if anybody feels like they want to donate, they can't stay or something like that, you can always just send me an email. And if you do it through PayPal, I'll just send her the whole amount. I'll do that tonight, or I'll do it at the end of the week or whatever. Malika, love. Your life here is about to change for the better with the Eight of Wands, and you have no longer holding yourself back and a soulmate connection coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a Cancer coming in. If you are with someone right now, I would say with this card, your relationship is moving forward. You could have a new beginning on the horizon that makes you feel like, hey, I've made it to the top of the mountain. Finally, I can breathe a sigh of relief. And it may happen out of the clear blue sky when you least expect it. Lamore, am I on the right path in life? Yes, for the most part. You got a 70% chance, yes. I mean, there's not to say that you can't make a mistake here or there, or you can't wander off. But for the most part, yeah. Caribbean, what's next for M, and for M, the Libra, and I? Looks like it's kind of slow and steady. Somebody may be holding themselves back. I would say you may feel like you've gotten somewhere, or you could feel a little bit of relief around the situation, but for the most part, it's a little bit slow. Communication could come in, but it may be kind of sporadic. If you are communicating, then I would say you could start seeing each other, but it would be a little bit sporadic. Ronnie, is the Sag unhappy with his living arrangement? Is the Sag unhappy with his living arrangement? Yeah, he might not be thrilled. All right, he may feel like it holds him back. He also could feel like he's being treated unfairly. So I don't know what goes on there with the living arrangement, but I don't think he's thrilled. You know, it also could be the kind of thing where it's dealable if he has to do it, but if he sees a way out or another option or something that he would prefer, like, that may make him hate being there more. You know what I mean? Like, you tolerate things if you have to tolerate them, but if you don't have to tolerate them. Will he try to do better by living with me? Will he try to do better by living with me? Yeah, you got a 70% chance already. Oh, you got 3 aces. Yeah, he's gonna try. Yeah, I don't think he wants to be where he is. Curious. Advice from Spirit for freelancing full-time successfully. Okay, Spirit cards. Four of Air. Time to take a rest or a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. But your goal is to do it before the end of the year, right? You got time yet. I don't think you're rushing into it. I think the answers are going to come to you. Queen of Fire. Confident, warm, intelligent, graceful. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and your creativity. Renewal. Archangel Jeremiel. Review and evaluate. A favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. I think the answers are going to come to you before you even get like to the summer. Like, I think you're going to have the answers. My suggestion, just because I'm like a nervous Nelly, I would say if you can make the transition, like build up the freelancing before you have to give up what you're doing. That would be my suggestion, but you know, like that's my opinion. Like when I first started teaching yoga, I started taking on as many classes as I could take on around my full-time job. I cut back on my part-time job when I needed to, but I didn't give up anything until I had no choice, because I'm nervous. I'm nervous like that. Like, I like to know how much money I have coming in, but at a certain point it went beyond my control. I got laid off, and then I wound up teaching, and then that's just how it happened. But if you can kind of make the transition so that it's not like you're starting from square one, and I don't think you're going to. I think that you're going to get there. It's going to be fluid by the time you get there to make the decision. Just keep working on it. Whatever this freelance is, start it now. Make sure that you're working on it, because it'll pick up. Manifesting love. Is Michael ready to start a relationship or communicate? Communication, yes, but I don't see a relationship yet. Curious. Love advice from my higher self. Seven of Water. A complex decision, the need to do more research. Stop procrastinating. So I feel like with this one, it's more of like, you have the answer inside you. So like the procrastination would be like, the answer to the love debacle is inside you. And maybe you already know the answer. The King of Fire. Motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision. Be a leader. Advice from someone creative. The Magician. Archangel Raziel. You are ready. You have the resources and the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. So as far as love is concerned, you have the ability to manifest love. The decision or the issue is in you. You know the answer. And focus and communicate. Be a leader. I think you know what you need to do and that you have the power to do it. You just have to do it. You just have to focus more on what it is that you want. Put it out there. You know, and not settle for less. You know what I mean? Like, if you see the red flags, see the red flags. I think a lot of people, the red flags are coming up and we're ignoring them. So I would say, see the red flags. Will, was the Omar Apollo song on Emma's story about me? Okay, let's see. Yes. 70% chance, yes. I would say yeah. Hang on. Yeah, I would say yeah. Cece. A lot of last minute unexpected things happen over the weekend. Will Kay and I hang out before I leave New York City? And if so, when will he reach out? Okay. Will Kay and I hang out before I leave New York City? He's going to reach out. You have the Page of Swords, but you're only getting a 33% chance that you're going to hang out again, and there's disappointment around the situation, but you should hear from him. Let's see. You could see him maybe within the next couple of days. I'm concerned with the Three of Swords being in reverse. Communication, you'll definitely hear from him with the Page of Swords. I'm just concerned that there may be something disappointing around it. Marilyn, general messages from spirits for the beginning of April. Spirit cards. I like the spirit cards. I feel like I need a new deck. These are getting old and worn, but I've had them forever. Release, Archangel Azrael, the end of a phase or a situation. Spiritual transformation. Time to move on. Your life is moving forward with this card, for sure. Releasing the old. And then balance, Archangel Zadkiel. You got 3 angels. Archangel Zadkiel. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, wait for perfect timing. The dreamer, Archangel Metatron. A leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. Tiffany, what is the divine trying to tell me? Can you use tarot to help me figure that out? Well, I can give you messages. Yeah, let's see. You should be starting a new journey. You've got good luck around starting a new journey that may be even a little bit adventurous. Looks like you have a wish that's about to come true, and your intuition is spot on, so definitely listen to it. A new beginning. You have a new beginning coming in. I would say that Spirit would be saying that it's important to focus on a new journey, especially something that could be a little bit out of the box, adventurous. It also could be, depending on the type of person you are, starting a new journey just in and of itself may be adventurous. But there's like a new business opportunity too coming in that may be of significance. Trust your intuition. Your life is moving forward. Trust your gut. I think that that's probably something that we all need to learn how to do. And sometimes, like, we have that nagging intuition and we don't listen to it. I don't know why that is, but we all do it. Curious, anything else that wants to come through? General, okay. Looks like you're feeling prepared and you're about to go through a huge transformation. Now, you've got a couple of things here. Leaving regret in the past. The Four of Wands, which is like long-term potential, could be coming in around a soulmate connection. I don't know where you are in your love life, but if you're not with anyone right now, you have a wish that comes true around a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also have a Virgo coming in. Don't forget to take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Your perseverance will pay off. Especially, you know, perseverance, it might be around like self-care, you know, like, I don't know if it's like meditation or staying on track with like meditating or a spiritual practice or an exercise routine, whatever it is, the persistence will take off, it will pay off, and you're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. Life is starting to move forward for you. Nick, I have your video loading, so I'll be sending it, the second one that I did it just before this. Formerly broken neck, Nick. Do you remember a couple of live streams ago I was talking about somebody who did martial arts and got an injury? I can't remember where I told that story. Broken ankle, Nick. I will send it as soon as it finishes loading. April, what's the potential with Matt the Leo and I? Matt the Leo. You got good potential. I would say it only shows one ace, which would be 33%, but you've got temperance, which just may mean that you might need to have patience. But this is generally a good card. It's like serenity, peacefulness, and then he shows up right in the reading. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I would say the potential would be at least 70% chance things could move forward with him. Oh, thank you, Bernard. Thank you. Sister, I took the post down because everyone started messaging me and people I wasn't directly. Oh my God. Oh, that would figure, of course. I didn't even think of that. No, I don't. I mean, I read it quickly, but I didn't think you said anything wrong. And I think that the post was good because, like, you know, if you have like 50 people to answer, you know, 50 people are looking for an answer or encouragement or whatever, that's going to take all day, you know? So I think that just putting it out there and just saying it, you know, it's not to one person specifically. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that you had to take it down or not post it. No, I don't think so. You know, I think what you said was nice. It was well written. It wasn't, you know, it was nice. It was professional. But I should have, I should have guessed that that's how it would have read, because I know, like, when I've seen things like that before, like, I always think of myself. I'm like, oh no, was I doing that? Like, did I do that? Even like when it's not even like a YouTube thing, but like if somebody sends like a work email or something and like people say something and I'm like, you know, oh God, was I guilty of that? Did I do that? But meanwhile, no. I don't think that you said anything wrong. I think what you said was right, and I think that you should stick to that because I think it's just going to be easier on your life. And C, general love. Feeling like, hey, I've made it to the top of the mountain. Finally, I can breathe a sigh of relief. It also looks like you're stepping into your own strength and your love life is moving forward. Hangman's in reverse. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a Leo coming in through divine timing. You also have another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Feeling like the world is at your feet. Taurus comes in as well. I would say your love life is moving forward. And, you know, and then the other thing is, too, it's like if anybody wants your time, like just like with counseling, like let's just say, like when I was doing law of attraction counseling with, I worked with Veronica Isles for a while, and I also worked with Amanda from Create Your Future with Amanda. I don't even think that she does sessions anymore, because the last, when I was with her, she had turned me over to somebody else, Denise, because she said she wasn't going to be doing sessions anymore, just to focus on other business related stuff, like for the business. But even like with people like that, like you've got to pay them for their time, and they'll give you, like if you pay them it. When I first started, Amanda's prices were 100 an hour, and I had her for the hour, and we could work for that hour, but that was it. When the hour was up, we were done, you know. And then it was the following month. But she's raised her prices to 200 now, which, if that's what she gets, that's what she gets. Good for her. But if people want that kind of, you know, encouragement and stuff like that from you, then they have to pay for it. And then they'll have you for that allotted amount of time. That's just how it's got to be. Otherwise, you know why? Because it just takes too much energy, and it will just suck you from all of your energy, having to just try to answer all these people. Oh, it was good to see you, Nick. I'm glad, even though I didn't see you. I'm glad that you stopped in. Brandy messaged me about something totally random, but I know she's with Jude Man tonight. What's going on with them? Huh. Oh, man. Well, she may still be feeling disappointed, but it looks like she also may be feeling a little bit more positive about things. I don't know. I mean, she's got sharp energy here. He may be trying to be controlling. The devil is here. Love is in reverse. I don't know. I don't know if she thinks that things are going better with the Eight of Wands, or temporarily they're going to go better, but it's not good. It's not good. Oh, the babysitter just texted me. Let me just respond back to her fast. No, I think that she's going to be disappointed. And I think that she's going to be sharp energy around the two of them. Things may be okay for a couple of days at best, but no, it's not good. It's not good long term. Yeah, like I think that he may be sweet talking or whatever with the Eight of Wands, but I don't think it's anything that's going to last. I think she should stay away from him. Serious. Anyhow, babysitter's back in town, and I might need her. I'm on the board now. I keep saying that, but I'm supposed to learn how to do the books, and I think it's going to take a couple of hours for me to learn, and I'll have the babysitter come and stay with Avery, because I won't be able to deal with her. Anyhow, I'm glad she's back in town. Advice from Spirit for L'Amour. The Ten of Fire. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. The Moon, Archangel Haniel. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes. Release the fears that hold you back. High Priestess, Archangel Haniel. Listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. So you have Archangel Haniel twice, which means that that's very, very, very strong around you, that energy. Psychic insights and intuition. Your intuition is spot on, so definitely listen to it. Liz, what are Aaron's impressions of me at the party? Does he have good intentions with me? Does he have good intentions with me? Yeah, I think he does. I think he does. I think he thought that you were attractive, kind, sincere, strong, interesting, independent. Like you came off like you had confidence and self-worth with the strength card here. Yeah, I think he's pretty legit. This babysitter is so good. Anyway, anyhow, I have to find out. Yeah, I'll have to text the other girl that's going to teach me how to do it. Like, you know how sometimes it's just easier to do things yourself than it is to teach someone? I think that that's, you know, like sometimes it's like it's just easier for me to do it myself, but I have to learn how to do it. Anyway, they give me like these, you know, like I deliver notes and put notes on people's doors, like the people that don't have email. And tomorrow I have to make a phone call. Like I don't really have a lot to do, so I got to do my part. Anyway, John, coming up on an unknown journey of change, relocation for my wife and I. The energy is super sensitive. What can I do for her to tangibly other than affirmations? What I would do is I would get some sort of a grounding, stabilizing crystal. Black tourmaline, black obsidian is great. Even red jasper is good for that. That's what I would do. Especially for somebody who's very sensitive that needs to be grounded, you know, rutilated quartz is good too for that. I would go to a stone because I know that sometimes it sounds a little hokey, but holding the stone really helps. Really, like just holding it. Like it definitely has a grounding energy. This black obsidian is my favorite. It's one of my favorites. I like it better than the tourmaline. But this one's supposed to be also very grounding. That's what I would do. Anyone having issues with like feeling like knocked off kilter, I would go to a crystal because you can hold it. And there is something to holding things, you know, like think about it, like babies hold things all the time, right? Like there's some kind of security in that. That's what I would do. I would get a nice big piece. And obsidian, you can buy huge pieces and they're cheap. And look at how pretty it is. I love it. Yeah, that's definitely what I would do. Crystals. Yep. I went on eBay once and I got a big, huge box of obsidian. It was like a huge box full of all kinds of pieces. I mean, you can get it in other colors too. I just like black and red the most for grounding, and especially like for the root chakra. And if you're feeling, well, you know what else too, if you're not feeling grounded or you're feeling like there's a lot of change going on, physical energy, like exercise, like walking or like spending time in the woods or out in nature can help that. Like being on the ground and or on the earth can help with that too. Change for a lot of people can be very difficult, but I feel like it doesn't have to be so difficult. Like there are so many things that we can do, like, and we do them intuitively. Like when I lost one of my jobs, I was out running all the time, and I didn't even realize I was running because it made me feel grounded. It made me feel like secure because I was like hitting the pavement, you know? And then like looking back, I was like, oh, that's why I was running so much back then. Like I was like running like crazy. So I would say spending time in nature, spending time with crystals, and what was the other thing I said? Yoga will help too. Yoga is another grounding thing. But I would definitely go for a piece of crystal. Sister, I didn't realize. Oh, that's okay. Do you think that she's going to pop back in? What's her deal? Oh, that one? Yeah, I do think that she will. Yeah. What I think that she does is, yeah, she's going to pop back in. What I think she does is she cycles through people. Like, when she'll get all she can get out of someone, and then when that runs out, she goes to someone else, and then she goes to someone else, and then at some point she'll be back. When she's run out of people, she'll come back to you. Yeah, she's going to pop back. It's a tough situation. Like, it's tough when you're dealing with like emotions like that, you know, like, and people are hurting and people want answers and people like, yeah. She'll be back. She'll be back. A lavender oil for grounding. Lavender oil, I always felt was good for anxiety. Yeah, so if you have anxiety because of the move, yeah, lavender would be good. Oh, oil of oregano. I remember when I went to Italy, I wasn't feeling that great before we went, and I was taking oil of oregano. If you've ever taken it, I mean, it works good, but it tastes like it tastes like the devil. My dad was using it for his psoriasis, like on his skin, but I was taking it. Oh, it tastes terrible. Yeah, and then there's also, yeah, you could use essential oils, and you know how I'm a big fan of black candles, but not everybody likes candles. I love candles. Cindy, was L a karmic partner? Okay, let's see. Yeah. Yep. Sure was. I think I'm up to Cinnamon. What does he think of me romantically? Thinks that you're passionate, attractive, mysterious, like you've got the world at your feet, and the Empress. The Empress is like goddess. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't get better than that. Listen to him. Dylan, you all right now? Relax, Dylan. Lola, what was the Cancer guy's deal with me today? Was he an asshole? Sharp energy around. Was he kind of an asshole? Just sharp energy around. Had nothing to do with you. He just took it out on you. He was burdened by something. Listen to your intuition. If this is someone who is in your life normally, you may get an apology from him. I think somebody else pissed in his Cheerios, and he was feeling negative and regretful, or he will be feeling regretful. Juliet, how does the Scorpio feel after our first conversation today? How does the Scorpio feel after our last conversation today? Feels well respected. Well respected. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune here, which is also positive. Secret Agent Randy, can I get a card? You just want one card? Three of Cups, cause for celebration. Breezy, love. You've got a new love interest coming in here that brings in cause for celebration, possibly with an earth sign, maybe a slow mover, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It looks like there may be somebody who you know that may be in your life, or maybe you knew from the past. Doesn't have to be an old lover. It just maybe somebody that you know who's a familiar face. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a wish, put it out into the universe. The person coming in could be a Scorpio. You've got growth and transformation happening around your love life. So look out for an earth sign and also a Scorpio. Somebody pissed his Cheerios. I worked with a woman who, she was so funny. She used to say such funny things. I think I maybe got that from her. And she also, you think I pronounce things wrong. You should hear the way she would pronounce things. And she would be like so pissed and like she was once talking about somebody that almost broke something, and she goes, he threw it across the parking lot, and he could have smashed it to shiverines. And she was really pissed when she was saying it. Like, I was on the floor, I couldn't even stand up. I was hysterical. Shiverines. She was so funny. Melanie did one for T. Yvette, but I don't see T. Yvette's question. So let me do Lamore. What can I expect tomorrow? Okay, what's happening tomorrow? Things could change for the better quickly tomorrow. It looks like disappointment moves into the past and the love cup is full. I don't know what's going on in your love life, but you could have a little out of the blue unexpected adventure coming in. Possibly with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Let me go back to the top. KB love. KB love. That happiness coming in around a soulmate connection. Stepping into your own strength brings in new opportunities. A Leo shows up. Air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Love cup here is full. Your love life should be taking off. Disappointment and old wounds are all moving into the past. You should be moving into a much better space. Priscilla, can I have a reading about what I need to hear right now? Walk away from something that's not working for you. When you do, you'll be guided by the divine. The world will be at your feet. And you'll be prepared for an offer that comes in that will be hard to refuse. KM, is P the Leo thinking of me, and how does he feel about us? He's got stress around this situation. I don't know where you guys are in the relationship, but communication is down and there's stress around this situation. There also may be a third party involved with the Three of Cups in reverse. I would say this person does think about you, but I don't know what went on here. Whatever went on, they're either not over the situation or they're still holding on to some of that anger. And the Three of Cups, they may be involved with somebody else at this point. Brianna, me and Jaden Sagittarius for the rest of the week. It looks like a pretty good week. It looks like communication is up. There's some balance coming in, feeling like I've made it to the top of the mountain. Feels like a wish comes true. It might not be right away. It may be later in the week. Like it might be more towards the weekend. Maybe the weekend is going to be good. Benito, what will my husband's first impression of me be? That you're very intelligent. Intelligence and intuition comes up very strong. First thing. Cindy, was the Aries D also a karmic partner? Okay, was the Aries D a karmic partner? Yes. Soulmate relationships are usually very difficult, and they usually have a very bad break. And then at some point, the two people usually get back together. Now, it doesn't always have to be like that. Like, for example, like let's say with this babysitter, right? I don't know her well, but I knew her from years ago. Like when I was like 16 and I was a cashier down the street, she used to shop with her kids in my store. And for working there for so many years, you get to know the customers. I didn't know her well, but I knew who she was, right? So I kind of had a feel for her. Now, I hadn't seen this woman in I don't know how many years, and then all of a sudden, I need a babysitter, and I see her, she responds to me, she comes over, and I'm like, she mentions that she used to live in this town, and I'm like, I think that I know you from years ago when I worked at A&P. So, of course, I look different because we're talking about when I was in high school, God knows what the hell I looked like, with the crazy hair and crazy makeup and crazy jewelry. Meanwhile, look at me right now. I'm like crazy hair. But back then it was even worse, if you can imagine that. And then she was like, yeah, well, maybe I did know you. Maybe I do remember you. And then I remember saying to her, I'm like, yeah, I remember your kids. You had 2 boys and then a little girl with really chubby cheeks. And she was like, yeah, that was me. So to me, that's like a soulmate thing, right? Like I hadn't seen this woman in so many years. I didn't think about her. She was just a random customer. But then she shows up to babysit my daughter, like just like that. And then immediately Avery loved her. That's like a soulmate thing. Like now she doesn't babysit for me weekly, but when I need her, she's available because she's retired from a regular job, and that's what she does, just in the meantime. Or it could be like you went to high school with Joe Schmo, and you never had anything to do with him in high school. You knew who he was, and then 10 years later, you find yourself dating him under some kind of bizarre circumstance. You run into him at, I don't know, the gas station in Atlantic City when you've never go to Atlantic City, but then you cross paths, right? And then now all of a sudden you're like, hey, I went to high school with you, and now you start seeing each other. Like that's kind of like soulmate sort of things. Karmic things usually, which I don't think karmic relationships, like people piss all over them, but I don't think that they're always so bad. They usually don't have a lot of crazy highs and a lot of crazy lows. And I think that the lessons are a little bit different. And sometimes I feel like they're easier relationships. Like a friend of mine she looks at marriage as if it's a business. So do I think she's married to a soulmate? No, I don't think so. But the relationship functions really well from the outside. I mean, I'm not there, I don't know. But to me, her relationship functions really well. If I had to guess, I would say that that's a karmic relationship. that they're fulfilling for one another. But, you know, who am I to judge? Anyway, T-Vet, why hasn't he sent the money he owes me? Why hasn't he sent me the money he owes me? Oh, he's a disaster. Excuse me. He's got a tower moment here. He's got worry about money. He's got money in reverse, financial stabilities in reverse, feeling unsuccessful. If I had to guess, I would say he probably doesn't have the money, or he is afraid to part with the money because there's financial obligations around him. Something is not right around his finances. That's why he hasn't sent it. And maybe he feels like he can get away with it with you, like you'll just wait for it. Yeah, see, like that's how, right, that to me, those are soulmate connections. Like you haven't seen this Aquarius since high school, and then all of a sudden, now here he is. Yeah, and I feel like it's like that with random people. It's like that with teachers. It's like that with friends. Like, and it's usually like you usually wind up running into them in some bizarre way. Sister Brandy didn't go to John's. She's on a layover in Houston. Well, maybe that was the universe stepping in, and decided not to stay with him there. But she still has to get her cat. Will he pull her in? I think he tries to pull her in, yeah, because we saw the Eight of Wands before, right? Yeah, I think he's going to try to. Yeah, he's going to try to lay it on pretty thick and pull her back in. I hope that she's strong enough to not go back, because it looks like it's going to end up in another disappointment. Yeah, he's going to say all the right shit. He's going to try to pull her back in. Hopefully she is smart enough that she doesn't go back, but I'm concerned. If she does go back, there's going to be another disaster happening relatively soon. I wonder if this guy's got financial issues. I wouldn't be surprised to find out that. My channel hasn't grown at the rate it was before for now 2 months. I just keep losing subscribers. Am I doing something wrong, or is it just YouTube? I think it's probably just YouTube, to be honest with you. I don't know. YouTube is bizarre. I don't think you're doing anything wrong, but let's see. No, you're not doing anything wrong. It's YouTube. And I've read that too before, that like your channel can grow, and then hit like a plateau, and then like stay there for a while, and then all of a sudden it starts again. Kind of weird that that happens, but I've read that in several places. I know, it's YouTube is very strange. Like, I noticed for myself, like I'm subscribed to all of these channels, and I'll forget about them because they don't ever pop up in my news feed. Like Veronica Isles doesn't pop up in my news feed anymore. I got to think about her, and then I have to go and look for her channel. There's another guy that Hannon Adventures. He's I don't even know how I met him. I never met him in person, but somehow we started like watching each other's channels. And he is like, he always comments on all my videos. He's really supportive, and I watch his stuff too. He does a lot. He lives in North Carolina, I think. North Carolina, I think it is. And he does a lot of like vlogs where he shows you like the area he lives in, and I think that's cool. I've never been there, so I watch his stuff too. And he was saying the same thing. He was saying, like his channel, I mean, he's got like over 2,000 subscribers, but he was just saying the other day that he's noticed that he's like losing subscribers, or he'll go up 5 and then it goes down 2. And I've noticed that too. So I don't know why that is. You know, it's like the people I'm subscribed to, I just stay subscribed forever. Why would I not? What bothers me is that I forget about them and then I have to go and look for them because they don't pop up in my news feed. Recently, now all of these Tibetan singing bowls keep coming up in my feed because I went searching for that. I needed to relax. All right, let me go back to the top. I did that one. I did that one. Chimay, I did yours, right? I said that Elle will contact you again. I think he will. How about Mustafa? How did the man M and his family think and feel about my phone call with them today? I only spoke to M, but he seemed flattered, so I'm sure that he told his family. He was flattered. He felt like he could breathe a sigh of relief. He felt good about it. I don't know what went on here, but he felt good. He felt secure. He felt like the hard work that he's put into whatever it was you spoke about, his life, your relationship, who he is as a person, has paid off. He feels like grounded, stable, and compassionate energy around the conversation. Like the King of Cups would be like loving, kind, caring, compassionate, sincere. Anthony, changes coming to my life soon. I'm quite bored here. I hear you. Well, you're being guided by the divine, and you may be feeling a little bit stuck right now, but soon that's going to change. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities, and you got cause for celebration that comes in. You also have here somebody from your past could be returning. That may be a soulmate connection. Could be that Capricorn. Malika S. What's coming for me in love? Choices. Success comes in around choices. No longer holding yourself back. Your life changes for the better quickly. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer comes in. 11:11. What can you see coming between? What can you see coming between Stephen and I? You might have an argument, but it's not a big deal. So if you have an argument, it passes quickly. You get a new beginning. Your relationship moves forward quickly. Feeling grounded and stable. Growth and transformation comes in. Mini me. How's the Aries feeling about me? He's been coming in my energy lately. Aries. Feels like you're grounded, stable, attractive, kind-hearted, intelligent, intuitive, and creative. Harsha, love for the coming few weeks. Love changes for the better quickly. You may be feeling undecided, but you have new energy coming in if you're not with anyone right now. Capricorn comes in, also an Aquarius, also a Sagittarius. The hard work you put into your love life will be coming back to you, and it looks like your intuition here is heightened. You're going to have choices when it comes to love. Boys, current energy around me and Julie. He's a Libra. Energy is not bad. It's perseverant, strong, forward moving. S. Rishti, how does wife feel after seeing my Snapchat story for him? Flattered. Flattered, but a little bit taken back, so he may be quiet. He might not say anything. I think I meant Jalika. Is that how you say it? Probably not. Oh, J Silk. What is wrong with me? How does S feel towards me? J Silk 87. Feels that you're well balanced and stable. Intuitive, ambitious, attractive, successful, intelligent, that you have a good personality, or that you're funny, maybe even witty. Muskin Brar, how would my future with my love? How will the future be with my love? Love life flourishes when you walk away from something that no longer serves you. Water sign comes in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, if you're not with anyone right now. If you are, when you leave something in the past that's not working, your current relationship moves forward towards success. Looks like the next relationship or current relationship should stabilize. The hard work you put into it should come back to you. And it looks like the relationship should move forward pretty quickly. YouTube user, and bills for me, both Pisces. Feels like you're grounded, stable, that you're a kind, caring person, but they also have anxiety and sharp energy around the situation. I don't know what that's all about. And they may feel like the two of you are a disaster, or there was a disaster recently that they can't put past them. I don't know what happened, but there's a tower moment somewhere. It either already happened and they're still dealing with it, or it's coming. Lala, is my boyfriend being faithful tonight like he said he is? Is my boyfriend being faithful tonight like he said he is? That statement right there makes me very concerned. Because why should somebody have to tell you they're being faithful? That should be a given in the relationship. That makes me very concerned. I just got to tell you that. I think he is being faithful tonight, but I don't like that question. Like, I don't tell my partner I'm going to be faithful tonight. I mean, it's just kind of a given. So I don't know why you guys have that kind of conversation. Makes me feel like he's not trustworthy. And if he's not trustworthy or he's betrayed your trust before, it's something to think about. April, love for the rest of March. Got the Magician here. The ability to manifest new opportunities. Growth and transformation comes in around your love life. The World here, you got the World in reverse. You may feel like the world is against you, but that's not true. You got plenty of opportunity coming in. Feeling like, hey, I've made it to the top of the mountain before the end of the month. Fire sign comes in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Sun's in reverse. So happiness is coming. It just might be a little bit freaking delayed, like everything else has been so delayed. Got an Aries here as well. So it could be a fire sign and then another Aries. It also looks like the Four of Cups is in reverse, which means somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to refuse. It may be more towards the end of the month. That may be why you feel like, hey, the world is against this, or the world is against me, or I can't get out of my own way. As we move through the month, I think things start to improve. That's where the growth and transformation happens. And you've got some nice energy coming in before the end of the month. Looks like new energy. Fire. An Aries, and then also a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Possibly a Scorpio too. Lala, what is the outcome for the relationship I'm in? You see, if he's cheated before and you're asking these questions, this may not be a good situation because there's no trust. Like if somebody has to say to you, I'm not going to cheat on you tonight. I mean, what kind of shit is that, really? And if you have to question it, what kind of a relationship do you have? I don't trust it. I don't think it's going to last. You know, look what comes up. Unsuccessful. But, you know, like this is something that you have to make a decision. Like, do you want to have to ask the question every night, are you going to be faithful to me? Because if I have to ask that question, then go be with someone else because I'm not doing that. You know, like this is about you, not about him or about the relationship. This is about what you allow in your life. And I would rather be alone till the day I die than have to question whether or not somebody's going to be unfaithful every night. Because like the whole thing, it just doesn't sit right. Like if somebody says to me, I'm going to be faithful to you tonight, like here's a newsflash. Go be unfaithful and don't ever come back here again. You know what I mean? Like I don't take that kind of stuff lightly because when somebody cheats once and they get away with it, they're forgiven and we're going to go back to the relationship, they'll do it again because it was forgiven. But it's like that with everything. Remember, the first cut's always the deepest. So if they get away with it the first time, they know that they can do it again. It's like that with everything. It's like that with everything. If somebody doesn't call you back the first time, you may get pissed and then you just start to, like, that's just who they are. I would never say that a cheater is always a cheater. I don't believe that. I believe that there are reasons why people cheat, but all of those reasons that make people cheat are never good reasons for the person that's being cheated on. So I would think about what you want in the relationship or what you want out of life. And I wouldn't settle for this kind of nonsense. Because if you have to question it, you know what I'm saying? Like, what good is the relationship? I don't want to have to babysit my partner. If I feel like I have to babysit you because I can't trust you to keep your hands out of the cookie jar, then fuck you, go be with somebody else. Go cheat on someone else. Because I don't want that. But you have to make that decision. So that's for you to decide. Well, if he's cheated more than once, there's your answer. That's your answer. See, this is more about what you're willing to accept. Now, I know plenty of women. I've read for them. I mean, they're like, I'm like, you're telling me that you're okay with this. You, there is something in like a, it being a secret. If nobody else knows that he cheated, well then I'll just won't say anything and it didn't happen. You can lie to yourself. You can lie to yourself, okay? But it's not going to change the fact that he's cheated. And if you think that other people aren't going to find out, they are. Because, you know, things have a way of coming to light. Like, that's just it. So if this is someone who's cheated too many times, you may want to make a decision as to whether or not you want to continue in this situation. But make it your decision, not his. Thought. I made the first pro soccer tryout. Will I make the second one? Well, congratulations. Good for you. Let's see. Will I make the second one? I think you will. Yes, I think you will. Think positive. You got it. Lala, no, don't donate again. I'm good. It doesn't matter what his feelings are. If he's cheating on you and he's cheated on you before, and he'll cheat on you again. And if he promises you tonight he's not going to cheat on you, that doesn't mean he's not going to cheat tomorrow morning. He can't be trusted. And people that cheat like that, like that's there's a problem there. Now, I mean, people cheat for all kinds of reasons, but I can't understand why you would be in a relationship if you want to cheat on someone. Now, I understand it when things get complicated. Like, you've been married to somebody for 10 years and they don't want to get divorced, and you have property together and you have kids together and you have cars together, and it's just easier to stay together because you don't want to have to pay child support and you don't want to have to share the kids. So I can't stand you, but I'm going to stay married to you because I'm too lazy and I don't want to make a change. I understand that. But if you're not married and you're in a relationship with somebody who is cheating on you, why are you still in that relationship? Not you, him. If he wants to cheat, then he can go out and he can be with whoever he wants. So it leads me to believe he's getting something from your relationship with him, which is like you're being used. So I don't know what you're doing in this relationship. If you give him something, a place to live, money, I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter how he feels. His actions are showing that he's cheating on you, which is very disrespectful, and that means that you can't trust him. So if he doesn't cheat tonight, he'll cheat tomorrow night. He doesn't have respect for you if he's cheating on you. I understand, but it's like kids don't make two people love one another. See, there's a huge, huge thing that women do. I'm not saying that you did this, but I've seen people do this, where they're in a bad relationship, they get pregnant, and they think all of a sudden now that's going to fix everything. It makes it 10 times worse. Kids don't fix it. Kids don't fix it. If anything, it makes it more complicated. Now, if you want to stay with him, that's your choice. But he's going to continue to cheat because that's who he is. That's who he shows you. Kids, you can't stay together for kids. You have to stay together because you're two people that want to work on a relationship and you want to be in a committed relationship. And if he's cheating, he's not showing you that. You could have 12 kids. It doesn't make a difference. Kids don't fix that. Money doesn't fix it. Nothing fixes it. There is nothing that you can do to make somebody love and respect you if they don't love and respect you. If they're giving you, like, if somebody cheats once and they come back and they want to work on things, I could say that, okay, maybe, but not if somebody's cheated multiple times. Not if someone's cheated multiple times. And the kids thing, I hate to say it, but kids are not stupid. They know what's going on. Kids aren't stupid. I mean, I come from a divorced home. I knew what was going on. I knew more than my mother knew. So kids know. And to me, and I said this last night, my parents almost got divorced when I was 8. They didn't until I was 16. If they'd gotten divorced when I was 8, my life right now, my life from the time I was 8 would have been a million times better than it is right now. And for all those years, there were two people that shouldn't have been together. And it was terrible. It was a terrible ending, but it wouldn't have been that bad if it happened sooner rather than later. It just wouldn't have been that bad. But that's a decision that you've got to make. I can't tell you not to be with him if you want to be with him, but I can't tell you that this man's going to stay faithful. Not if he's cheated multiple times. Who else here haven't I gotten to? Did I do Sweet Voice? I think I did. Pumpkin Pie. How is S feeling about me? Any communication coming in? Pumpkin Pie. I like that. Remember, who did we have here the other day? Oreo lover. I do think you're going to hear from him. Yeah. You might need to have a little bit of patience. Was this a Sagittarius? Where's that question? Oh, it says S. Well, you may have to have patience with this person, but I do think that there will be communication coming in, and you should start to feel a little bit less stuck around the situation. High vibration this weekend. Disappointment moves into the past, feeling grounded and stable, possibly spending time with the Sagittarius. Looks like you have a water sign around you too, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. And Yukriti, anything good happening for me next? Anything good? You have a wish, put it out into the universe, and the ability to manifest new opportunities. The Fool is here, starting a new journey. Being guided by the divine and leaving negativity and pessimism in the past. Starting a new journey. That's exciting. Jay, will I hang out with Brianna the Aries this weekend? Yes, you should. Well, that's the danger, too, that the kids grow up and repeat the same thing, yeah, that they see. And, you know, that's what they say. They say that you usually marry either your mom or your dad. But I don't know if I believe that all the time. I don't think that my mother married her mom or her dad. I think my dad was completely different. And I don't think my dad married his mom or his dad either. So maybe that's not true. But that's what they say. I don't know. A little more this weekend. Got cause for celebration that comes in around having choices this weekend. Life seems to move forward, and you're also feeling here a little bit like you got some good luck coming in. You could be spending time with fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or maybe a Capricorn too. Looks like it could be a busy weekend. Life moves forward, and there may be a chance of planning a trip, or a talk of a trip may come up, even if you don't plan it just yet. Lally, rest of the week. No longer holding yourself back. Working hard. Eight of Pentacles is usually like school or work. It also could be physically working hard on something in your home, like, I don't know, painting or cleaning something out. Whatever it is, it's keeping you busy. Looks like you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is money comes in and happiness comes in around growth and transformation. Perseverance pays off. I don't know, whatever it is that you're working on, you're giving it your all, and it's going to pay off. Anonymous, general, if in love for the rest of this month. Love life here is moving forward with long-term potential around a soulmate connection. If you're not with anyone right now, you're no longer waiting for your ship to come in, and you've got balance coming back. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Also an Aries comes in. Committed relationship on the horizon if you're not with anyone. If you are, current relationship looks like it's moving forward. Starting a new journey. You also could have some spontaneity. If you're in a relationship right now, I would say that you could do something on a whim. Where am I? Martha, why did the Leo feel worried after seeing my Instagram story? He felt disappointed around choices. I don't know. I don't know what the story was of, but this is what the card showed. Disappointment around choices. So I don't know if he was disappointed in a choice that you made and that caused him to worry. I don't know. I don't know what the story was about. PG, energy of a Sagittarius for the rest of the week. Okay, Sagittarius energy towards me for the rest of the week. I would say not great. It's like the devil and a mini tower moment. I don't know where you guys are in the relationship, but this is like, I would say the energy is not good. Not this week. I mean, the Capricorn card could be grounded and stable, but with the tower in reverse, it's not great. Thought, will this Capricorn come back? Yes, I think that you'll hear from the Capricorn again. Yeah. Communication comes in, and then there'll be choices. Julie, will my brother be coming home on a work program? Yes, I think so. Yeah. Yep. Healing life, general love for the rest of the month. Love cup here is full. No longer waiting for your ship to come in. You may need to have patience. There's a Sagittarius coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, Sagittarius comes in and it's like a wish comes true. There also may be somebody from your past returning, and there's success around that as well. Feeling prepared for your love life to move forward, and it should. Poober. Will Michael Goodwin text me regarding the tattoo this week? He's been on Facebook, but still hasn't responded. Yeah, I think that he will. 70% chance, yes, he will. I don't know if you want to reach out to him again. I mean, if it's been a few days, I don't see any reason why you can't. Anybody else here that I haven't gotten to? No? Then I will just do, I think Mel is the only one here. General. You are no longer holding yourself back. You might need to have a little bit of patience, but you're about to go through a huge transformation that is going to really serve you well. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. But with this transformation, it's like going back to school, learning a new area of study. An offer comes in that will be hard to turn down. Long-term potential comes in around a potential soulmate relationship. Perseverance pays off. Making a decision to put yourself first, and then what happens is you wind up having all 10 cups full. Looks pretty good. Angie, what's coming for the rest of the week? Communication comes in with someone you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Feeling like, hey, I've made it to the top of the mountain. Finally, I can exhale. Stepping into your strength. Taurus and a Taurus, a Libra, and a Leo show up, and you may be feeling very confident and stable at work, work or school, whatever you do all day. Mel, the Aquarius said the big L word to me this evening. Did he mean it? I think he means it, yeah. Yeah, he means it. He means it. Oh, man. Julie, how did Rich feel today when he spoke with me? I called to speak to my daughter. Oh, he's like slow and steady and grounded and stable. I think he was happy to hear from you, though. The King of Cups. Was he like stoic? He comes off as feeling very stoic today. But he was happy to hear from you. He's coming off as he's in control and he's stoic. But he was happy to hear from you. Alrighty, guys, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for all the donations. I'm going to make the donation to my friend right now, and I will post it on the community page. That's great. And you know what? It's I just feel like it's good karma for all of us to help somebody in need. Anyway, thank you all very much, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you.